the Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning has been doing his work before now, and just for the Treasury Board meeting to hold, and they finalize it and send the proposal to the House Assembly.
How much of the work is on the table of the acting governor now?
Well, I'm not in his shoes, but I know what I know is that he needs to really pull off his sleeves and hit the ground running. A lot. First of all, he has to assure the people of Ondo State, and particularly party member, that he's coming to make a change. I mean, because it's not that we all know what Akeredolu stood for. He has been a performing governor, but unfortunately, we can't question God when somebody is sick. I mean, he has to take care of himself, and this has affected governance so bad, even the image of this state. So he needs a lot of rebranding to do in the party and in the government.
Now, do you think that with all that has happened, you know, politically they will say men are different from women, because women, we know how to stretch issues from here to whenever. But the way it is, do you think Ondo State will still see that harmony that has been before the whole brouhaha?
Well, the buck stops on the table of the acting governor. We know there are people in that cabinet that doesn't want to even see him, not to even talk of working with him. So he is the one that will decide what to do, because whatever they do there will affect everybody in Ondo State. Because governance, the major business of government is welfare of the people and security. And as we approach the festive period, we pray that nothing bad will happen in Ondo State again, and people should be security conscious, so that we can celebrate the Christmas and New Year in peace.
All right. You were very vocal in the course of all the situations that was experienced.
Yeah.
Now, when everything has been put to bed, what's your advice to all the political gladiators in Ondo State?
Well, we advise them that they should sheath their sword if they have learned their lesson. I was very vocal and I stood on the side of the people, because when this thing started, I spoke to some members of the House Assembly that this party you are towing, you are going to get your fingers burned, because we ask ourselves, is impeachment the next thing to do in Ondo State? With all the situation we had, you had it in the first time, it failed, and you are towing the same path again. That is, for somebody that was away for over 3 months, and you came back, and the first thing to do was to sack the aides of the deputy governor and start an impeachment process. I think that was a wrong move by whoever advised the governor to do that. It was a very, very wrong move.
But going forward?
Well, going forward, like I said, it was needless. We had all the experience we had in the last 3 months, but it's meant to happen. That's why it happened. Like I said, the buck stops on the top table of the acting governor now. What is sacrosanct is that we still have a governor. That is a fact anybody should not forget. We have a governor who is still the governor of Ondo State, and we have an acting governor. And the situation we are is not something that is happening for the first time. This is the 5th time the governor will transmit power to the deputy governor to be acting. But this last one was very, very controversial, and we know the reason.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Benga Omoli, former member of the Ondo State House of Assembly, former spokesperson also of the immediate past House of Assembly in Ondo State, and also a former chairman, House Committee on Sports, Youth and Information. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
It's my pleasure.
So we'll take a break, everyone, and we'll be back with more stories, more issues to look at for you. We'll be back shortly.
is to reform the economy for the long-term good by fighting major imbalances that has plagued our economy, ending the subsidy and the preferential exchange rate system were key to this fight. This fight is to define the fate and future of our nation. Much is in imbalance. Thus, the effect in our economy immensely profited a tiny elite, the elite of the elite, we might call them. As we move to fight the flaws in the economy, the people who know rich from them predictably will fight back through every means necessary. But we are ready. Our economy is going through a tough patch and we are being hurt by it, I know. The cost of fuel has gone up. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand this vulnerable among us. Already, the federal government is working closely with states and local governments to implement interventions that will cushion the pains of our people across socio-economic brackets.
Thank you for rejoining us on the program. Just about a week ago, the National Population Commission, NPC, and the Federal Ministry of Health launched a 2023-2024 Nigeria Demographic and Health Survey. This morning on the program, we'll take a look at the National Demography and Health Survey. And to do that with me, I have two gentlemen on the program this morning. One of them is the National Population Commission Director, or the Director of the National Population Commission here in Ondo State, as Mr. Oluyemi Falusi. Good morning, sir. Good to have you in the program.
Good morning.
I also have with him on the program the Southwest Zone Coordinator. That's of the 2023 NDHS. That's the Nigeria Demographic Health Survey. And that's Mr. Rotimi Joseph Ilelaboye. Good morning, sir. Good to have you in the state.
Thank you.
So, we're spotlighting the
National Representative Sample Survey. It is always conducted 5 years, and it is in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health, with the support of the international partners. Before engage moved to their states to commence the actual data gathering in their states. In Ondo State here, the team in Ondo State has since commenced work and they're still on the field.
So one would wonder what form of data is to be collected?
The data is nutrition, the health data, the population data, and the nutrition data. All the data, if gathered, will now be used by policymakers for planning purposes.
So this is clearly a different one from the program. It took us every 5 years.
5 years. The last one took place 2018.
Aside collection of data, you talk about policy formulation and how
Yeah.
it's helpful.
After collecting this data, we analyze the data, and after analyzing the data,
Mr. Falusi, it's a synergy now from the National Population Commission and the Federal Ministry of Health. How is that coming to place?
Yeah, let me put a little more light on the NDHS. Just like a human being, occasionally the doctor requires that we go for medical checkup, general medical checkup. NDHS is the general medical checkup for the country. And our ratio in Nigeria is this. All these reports they are from the NDHS. And is on health or surveys on health. Ours is the people, where they are, how many they are. But the health people cannot get the people, know where they are and how many they are. This is